I know what you're thinking. You have an only child. How are you homeschooling her? Like, how do you homeschool an only child? You can, and I am here to share the wonderful positives of homeschooling an only child. Now, that does not come with the ebbs and flow of homeschooling and normal struggles that every parent deals with, but I'm here to tell you it is totally possible to homeschool an only child. This is a subject that's dear to my heart because I have an only child, but I also feel like we are a success story where we've just tackled it. We've done it, and it has worked for us and our family. But I am here to tell you all about the positives of homeschooling an only child, how it's possible, and the things that I have to focus on and know in my heart that I'm choosing the right thing for my kiddo as much as you could be choosing the right thing or wrong thing for your kiddo. So this is in collaboration with Jessica over at the Waldock Way. So if you have not checked out her channel, she homeschools an only child. And I will have her link down below, as well as a playlist with all the other moms participating who homeschool only children. So let's just dive right into the topic. Actually, first, let me introduce myself. If you're new here, I'm Nickie. I am a homeschool mom, and I am on this journey. We are going into our 5th homeschooling year. And yeah, we have homeschooled basically since kindergarten, and we're going into 5th grade. So are we on our 6th year? I don't know. It's wild. It's been a long ride. It's been a journey. It has definitely had its ups and downs. But I would love it if you subscribe. I do all kinds of videos on mom life and just like homeschool life in general. So I would love it if you hit that subscribe button to help out my channel. And let's just talk about it. So one of the things and takeaways from homeschooling my only child, who is 10, is just this unconditional, deep bond that I've been able to build with her because it's just me and her. It's this rare opportunity to build an incredibly strong relationship with your kid and have that one-on-one experience and truly know your child, what their interests are, and diving into their specific learning styles and how they learn the best, and catering their curriculum, their pretty much lifestyle to them. We could definitely tailor our approaches specifically and not have to worry about other siblings and things that you may maybe in an affordable standpoint, like you're not able to buy 5 different curriculums or for each one of your kids, so you end up sharing or using the same curriculum book, and then it's not quite the same. So one of those, number ones for me is this deep connection, this unconditional bond that we've just created. I know when we're down here one-on-one, we get done, we just nail our schooling within a couple hours, and then it's kind of freedom to do whatever she wants. And it goes quickly because it is just me and her. It is sometimes her being independent, and I'm able to really look at how to fill in the gaps and how to teach her maybe where she's struggling, just stuff like that. We have this intense bond, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. Customized, flexible learning. Because I don't have any other children to cater to, I truly can completely cater to my child individually, and she truly gets a personalized experience and education because it is just her. And so I'm able to move at her pace and dive deep into her interests, like I was saying a little earlier, and adapt the day without challenge of managing multiple grades or multiple children, and just taking advantage of that one-on-one and knowing that I don't have to share my time. So I have the advantage of it just being me and her, and so I don't have to oh, you do that, well, I go focus on that, and then it being a busy day, and then something might even get skipped or pushed to the next day, stuff like that. Confidence and independence. Man, if I could tell you both of those things to be true. Only children can definitely become confident and independent and wise and mature beyond their years because they are typically surrounded by adults. They are with their parents all the time, or aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, and so they catch on. They're in adult conversation a lot, and so I feel like that delves into a part of their confidence and maturity level. And just, if anyone who knew my child, they would know she's just like this old soul. She's great. She knows how to talk to any adult. She goes to the grocery store. She goes everywhere with me. And so everywhere we go, she is super confident in those social skills because she's just been around adults all the time who talk. And that has taken on a part of her personality as well. She's fully confident in talking and socializing with an array of age ranges, rich social opportunities on their own terms. So I feel like she has 1000% support to be able to handle co-ops or extracurriculars, and I'm only doing that for one child, and so she's getting those extras in and those socialization things with children of all ages. I mean, she's fully able to be around kids multi-age and function and know how to respond and to speak to them. And I feel like that's just like an important part of your homeschooling journey because you are alone. And so putting your child into those experiences and outside activities and joining a co-op or a club or a homeschool group or getting out and involved in the community. I know there are people that join 4-H groups and people who join like Christian co-ops or just regular co-ops. It gives them those, like I said, those rich social opportunities so that they're not just homeschooling with you. There are other things out there that you can explore to get your child around other kids. This formal part down here with all the books, like this is the small part of our homeschool. The rest of homeschool is truly what we make of it and truly the community that I provide for my child. So get out there, step out of your comfort zone. I know for a lot of moms, it's really about stepping out of your comfort zone to be able to manage other events, especially if you're like introverted or whatever, and you have to step out and be out extroverted for your kid. Do it. It's so well worth it, and your kid's gonna have a blast because a lot of these homeschool meetups are so much fun, whether it's a field trip or just a really cool group to be involved in. But creativity and imagination, they thrive there, right? Because they're by themselves. And so even though it's tough being their only to do literally everything, like we're their teacher, we're their mom, we're their friend, we're their playmate, we're everything because they don't have a sibling to bounce back on. But I also found that the positive in that is that it creates time for them to be creative and imaginative, because on the times where we need a break, they have to fill that. And so they're finding the deeper ways to, they research. I mean, she does art, she draws, she finds those creative problem solving skills. She is literally the best negotiator that I know. Open-ended play and lots of child-led learning. So that's a key component in any homeschool, and what we should all strive for is that it promotes this child-led learning. And a lot of people get that wrong and think that that's only in the younger years where they have time to learn a lot of the school things, but you can do that and cater it throughout their entire education. I mean, let them tell you what they're truly interested in learning, because after all, that's what we're setting our kids up to, right? We're setting them up to go on to college or a trade school, or find what they're really passionate about and want to do that in their life and have a career. And that's the goal. That's the end goal, is we're setting them up to be successful adults. And that includes, they're going to learn what they're most passionate about learning, and maybe that will spark something and they'll want that to be their career someday. So don't get wrapped up on the idea of like child-led learning to be something like in the younger years. Like, I feel like because she's an only, I feel like I can follow that much more. Now, do I get wrapped up in my head a lot with thinking I'm not doing enough? Absolutely. But that is my childhood stuff coming out, because I went to a public school. And so I have to work on that and know and trust the process and know that she's going to be her best and do her best in life. I also think with an only child, the affordability is there. You know, I think we automatically, as a homeschool parent, a lot of us struggle financially, or because we are a one income household most of the time. I mean, we do have people out there that have two incomes and still manage to homeschool. How? I don't know how you do it, but more props to you, because I can't wrap my head around that. But I get the opportunities to take her to things because it is just one child that I'm doing this for. And I feel like she's able to join and do more things because it is just her. I'm not having to factor in other costs for other children. It's nice when we, you know, have the friends who can join us and do the things with us, but it's, I don't know, the whole like experience of this bond and creativity. Like, she's thriving, she's living her best life. Like, we come down here, we school, and then immediately like we do something fun. Sometimes we go meet up with a friend, we go to the park and she finds a friend there that she may not know, and it gives her these unique social opportunities as well as planned social opportunities. Sometimes we take a class at the park district, sometimes we do nothing and we just lounge around the house, and all of that is okay. And you don't have to worry about the socialization because you are there with them. Like, you are the one that's going to socialize with your kid. And in all reality, when they go to work in life, like, they are going to be talking to people of all ages that are older and younger. And so it's okay if they talk to someone your age, because they'll likely be working with someone that much older than them when they go out into the workforce. So don't focus so much on the things that you think your child is going to be losing or not benefiting from, because you can create it in your homeschool. You can make it happen. You can join, like I said, those communities, those co-ops, whatever is keeping you from wanting to do those things. I would love to hear about it in the comments. I would love to be able to share ideas or just give you the inspiration and hope that you need to get started in your homeschooling journey if you're on the fence. Trust me, we definitely go through our spurts of doubt and guilt and thinking that we're not making the right choice. But I think everyone goes through that, no matter how many kids you're homeschooling, not just an only. I think that's just a normal homeschool fear in general. But trust me, it can be done. I'd like to think that we are a success story because she's literally thriving, guys, thriving. But yeah, I hope you check out the playlist down below and you hit that subscribe and get to know me around here, and I will see you in my next one.